You're watching the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Salah to settle it in front of the Kop.
Yes, welcome back to the Kop TV Hot Kopics episode 100! Come on! Up the Reds. Up the Reds.
What achievement, Latine.
Yeah, man, listen,
Amazing.
This podcast started off, I think it was like July 2021, I think, when I just moved to Liverpool. Remember episode 1, shout out my brother James Redmond, currently sunning it up in Morocco. It was us two in the flat. Do you know what I mean? In my old flat. You know, obviously we've taken it on the road. We've had it in the Liverpool podcast studios. We're now in our own studio. You've been on it. Ruby's been on it. James has obviously been on it. Tammy, Theo, Rory. Do you know what? We've had some great guests on here. I'm thinking there's got to be more as well. But no, we do save it for the top dons only. So listen, if you actually, first of all, in the comments, let us know which episode you started watching from. Because if you're one of these fair weather fans that only jumped in episode 92, get out. We love you all the same, whether you joined in episode 1 or episode 50 or 100. And if you are doing that, make sure you smash that like button. Comment with your thoughts on the Hot Kopics below. Got the live chat open for you so you can get involved. If you want to chuck in a super chat, it bumps your message way up to the front of the queue for us to read out as a Hot Kopic. So make sure you do that if you can. Ask the bill payer's permission. And we're this close now to 40,000 subs.
Very close.
So vamos, chicos, más rápido, por favor. Let's get there quicker. We need about 800. So if you're watching this and you aren't subscribed, do yourself a favor and smash that alarm as well so you never miss a Hot Kopics. What should they do if they're listening on the audio plataformas, Mario?
They have to follow it and give us a 5-star rating, you know.
5-star rating. That's what we're after.
Boss,
if you could do that, that would be great. And listen, I guess as much as it is happy times, it's episode 100. We've got some pretty sad stuff to talk about in terms of the Arsenal result and City being back up to business, and of course an injury to Dominic Szoboszlai. But I do have to apologise because we haven't had an episode for 3 weeks now, and there's reasons behind this. We wanted to do something super, super special and kind of go to Anfield or go to the training ground. And that isn't a no for now, but it's in the works. So we're going to give you that special episode from
very soon
behind the curtain at Liverpool, hopefully at the training ground or at Anfield. So I can only apologise. We were trying our hardest to get something special lined up for you. But listen, we're back in the studio. Hopefully the quality as well has gone up. Finally got Wi-Fi in the studio. Vamos, eh? That's a big one. Shout out to Virgin Media. But yeah, listen, we're back now. We can apologise for not being here for 3 weeks. And trust me, a lot has happened. Jesus Christ.
Many things.
Actually, I don't think more could have happened since we've been away.
We can talk now for hours, mate. Honestly.
We could talk for hours. But listen, if you are joining us, get involved in the comments. Give us some hot topics to talk about. And also, a bit of a change up in the studio today. The sign, the neon sign, the Kop TV neon sign is making its debut today. How are we feeling about this? Does it add a bit more to the studio, a bit more comfiness? I'm absolutely loving it, to be fair. And we've still got Bobby's boots. You know, we've got the flag, the old school shirts as well. So I hope you feel comfy. And because it is the 100th episode, as you guys know, I do not mind a Guinness. Mario doesn't really drink.
Where is my baby, lads?
Do you want one?
No, I'm joking.
See what I mean? It doesn't drink really. So
I don't like Guinness.
I'm joining you today. If you're at home, I know Tim is probably watching this super early in the afternoon in America, but wherever you are, if you're up for it, yeah, big up Tim in the comments. Have a little drink, sit back and relax. A joint therapy session, right? I'm having a Guinness. It's the 100th episode. Here's to 100 more episodes. And as I said, support the podcast by showing your love, isn't it?
Any excuse is good to get some Guinness, lads, innit?
Well, literally any excuse. Almost happy Guinness, sad Guinness. So it's all good. But listen,
problem with life, with wife, yeah. Guinness.
Problem with life and wife.
Wife.
Yeah, have to. But listen, like I said, I don't even know where to start. I'm going to start with the Arsenal game because I haven't seen Mario for a while. I haven't actually seen you on the podcast for 3 weeks now. So this is a bit of an Arsenal reaction. Again, a safe space for us to vent. I got cooked.
You didn't deserve that.
Boiled, roasted, chopped, diced. I got it all yesterday on DR Sports.
Embarrassing them, lads, honestly.
So what was your reaction to the game? and then obviously the reaction from the Arsenal fans and football social media. Cheers, by the way. 100 up.
Let's start to say firstly that Arsenal deserve to win the game, because same like you say on your fan cam after the game, probably that was one of the worst performance of the season. But when you push like that every game, every 3 days, we've got an important game at very, very high intensity, and sometimes it's normal, it's human that your strength, your power, your form, everything, your brain, because football is here, everything, brain drop a little bit down. We were empty that game. We didn't even had one shot on target against Arsenal, which is obviously when you have to win the title and you are top of the league, you have to do more, especially in that game against that opponent. But mate, it's happened. I try to take it with the philosophy, try to take it in a positive way. I know it's a bad defeat against them, especially for you. I know how much you feel when we play against Arsenal.
Yeah.
But I want to take it in a different way. I want to forget it straight away, because they humans, I understand, we push a lot in the last 2 months. So this defeat, we're going to drop a little bit down, but it's good because we have to relax straight away and bounce back. That's what we have to do from the first game we've got against Burnley in exactly 5 days. So it's happened, mate. It's normal. And all the celebration from them. Let's start first with Arteta. I know for them was a very important win, because not every day happening that you win against Liverpool. But that celebration, it's a proper, just allow me to say, proper Evertonian, mediocre mentality. I'm sorry, Jack. I love you, lad. You know that. I love you, lad. But seriously, you celebrate at 3 points against Liverpool. We are top of the league, not you. Still, we are top of the league.
They're actually third now.
They third. Just, with all the supporters that even when we won 2019, the Champions League against Tottenham, Jurgen Klopp haven't celebrated like that, passionately, that widely, which is embarrassing. Just 3 points. You still below us, lads. And all the stuff happened in the air, mate, with the salt, Turkish Cecil with the photo, come on, lad, seriously, mate, seriously. I understand you want to create the show, and it's good, obviously, but come on, lads. It's just, everyone, all Arsenal support is like Thai in this moment. Everyone deluded, everyone overreacting, everyone overhyped. Just 3 points. You still you behind us, just below us. You can't celebrate like that 3 points. Win the league against us, against City. Then you are allowed to do whatever you want. Win the league first. They're not going to win the league. I'm going to say it again. An incredible average, incredible mediocre mentality like Everton they got.
Do you know what I feel? I feel like they look up to us and they would love to be Liverpool.
Exactly.
In terms of the league titles,
Yes.
the European Cups. That's why they copy Klopp's celebration at the end. That's why they're celebrating like Klopp. I'm not big enough to say that Klopp has celebrated like that in the past. And he has done, when we've won games against Norwich, but giving it the fist pumps, it just shows you're a pretender. You're not a winner yet. And again, obviously, this could come back and bite me. But Arsenal, in my opinion, haven't won anything yet to be absolutely giving it like that. And listen, if you beat Liverpool, fair play. You deserve all the credit. And as I said, they deserve to beat us that day, because one shot on target. We've played 3 games in a week, 3 games in 7 days. They've played 3 games in 32 days. So that's the difference that we're talking about in terms of recovery, rest. But Arsenal, whether they like it or not, they would love to be Liverpool. They want to act like a big club. They're desperate to act like a big club, to win titles, to win Champions Leagues. But they haven't. And Arsenal are the 3rd biggest club in the country. In my opinion, they're still bigger than Chelsea. They're still bigger than Man City, in my opinion. Us, Manchester United,
You reckon?
Arsenal, in my opinion, because they've won 13 titles.
As a history, you mean?
As a history, yeah. So I still give them that credit. And again, they deserve to win. But there is a big sense to me that they're on the edge. They could. But if they don't win anything this year, it comes back to that saying, you can all laugh now. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Let's have the medals on the table in June. Let's see who's had a better season.
They're not going to win anything this season. You're not going to win anything, lads. Just relax, calm down. You're not going to win anything.
They're not going to win the Champions League.
Not even the Premier League, mate. They're not going to win it. One between Liverpool and Man City. That's it. We know it already. We know that. with all the respect for them, they're not going to win
We've
anything.
even got some Arsenal fans in the chat right now saying 1 Premier League title of all this chest. So the mad thing is, with Arsenal fans, you say they've never won a European trophy. They'll come back and say, we won the Cup Winners' Cup, though, in the 70s.
The Invincible in 2004.
Which, by the way, was before 1992. And for them to say 1 Premier League title shows that you do believe that football did exist before 92. Yes, we have 1 Premier League. We've got 19 English Championship titles. Arsenal have 13. So it's all narratives. It's what side you pick. And again, massive respect to them because of what they're doing with Arteta. But when it gets to it, in May, in June, let's see who's had a better season. We're in a final, right? We knocked Arsenal out the FA Cup. A lot of people saying, like Lee Judges, outside the ground. And I love Lee. He's like my uncle. But he said, Liverpool used to come here and win, Did you not forget what happened on January the 7th? The FA Cup, which is your trophy, by the way.
1 month ago.
They've won it 14 times. So anyway, it's not like I'm rattled by it, but it has rattled me a little bit. I'll be honest. I'm not big enough to admit that. I'm not ugly enough to hide from that. That's just how it is. Big and ugly. You face up. You take your licks. We lost 3-1. They played really well. We played really poor. But let's see at the end of the season where we get. And I know Carragher was critical of their celebrations.
He was right, mate.
Yeah. But Robbie, let's see where we are in May, because you've been there before where you give it all that and then it just ends in a big bucket of tears. And Cecil, out of everyone, printing off T-shirts last Christmas, Arsenal top of the league.
Seriously. They print T-shirts.
He printed a T-shirt off
in the middle of the season.
Last year.
Top of the league.
Yes.
Damn embarrassing, lads.
I know. But anyway.
I didn't know that.
But let's forget about all of that.
Jesus Christ.
Because they deserve to win, we didn't. When you look at the lineup, do you think Klopp actually got it right? Because we've lost 4 games this season in all comps. Tottenham, Arsenal, is it Toulouse, and the other Europa League one? What was it?
Lask, I think.
Lask. Darwin Núñez has not started in any of those 4 games. Right. So as much as people criticise Darwin, we are a more dangerous team on the pitch with him as opposed to him not starting the game. I've heard people talking about Gakpo not being up to it. Again, he's 21 years old, or 21, 22, 23, that kind of bracket.
Gakpo.
Yeah.
Gakpo is 1999. He's going to be 25 this year.
Okay, so 24. Gravenberch is 21. I got them mixed up. But what do you think? Did he get it right? I mean, Trent had to play. And obviously, let's take a moment to actually appreciate the life of Joe Bradley, Conor Bradley's dad, who tragically passed away only days after his goal and 2 assists against Chelsea. So obviously everyone at the Kop TV sends their absolute best to the family. I can't even imagine what he's going through now as a young kid. But that meant that Trent had to play. You could see from minute 1 he wasn't fit, he wasn't ready, he hadn't started a game for a month. Do you think Klopp got it right with the lineup?
I was a bit surprised when I saw that Trent is going to leave the pitch. And he put Robertson and just moved Gomez on the right side, on the right position. So I was a bit surprised about that. I agree with you. He had not a very good game against Arsenal. Trent. He tried to put some nice crosses, but mate, we've been very poor the whole team. So I can't blame anyone for that. It's just one of those games that we didn't do nothing. We didn't create anything. We didn't play because we were empty. And I understand that. You can't push every single game, 50 games in a season, that incredible high intensity for every game. Sometimes it's normal that you're going to drop this form. But let's drop it for 1 game. So we have time now to recover. And against Burnley, I want to see the real Liverpool from Chelsea game. Probably against Chelsea was one of the best performances. We passed from the best performance this season against Chelsea. 3 days later, the worst one against Arsenal. So this is normal, we're still top of the league, and this is the most important thing. But now, no any mistakes, no any more mistakes. That's it. We need to carry on, play as a Liverpool. I don't want to blame anyone for that. I mean, for that defeat,
Again, like you said, bro, they were all pretty poor and below average, Liverpool on Sunday. But you look at the first goal, the space. I mean, that was a Van Dijk mistake. He pressed so forward that the space in behind was there, and all it took was an Odegaard little clip ball. Havertz was in. Again, on another day that goes in. On another day, Alisson catches it.
Yeah.
He spills it out to Saka, who is onside, and puts it away. We are very lucky to get our goal. I'm not going to lie. I mean, we didn't deserve to be 1-1 at half-time, but we were. And that was maybe a point to build on. The Arsenal fans that I spoke to said, here we go again. Liverpool have got their goal. They're going to be that second half team that we know they are and win the game. But the second goal, Mario, and I mean, when it happened, we were the team most likely to score at that moment, I think. And Alisson, you know, he still is the best goalkeeper in the world.
Absolutely.
That doesn't change anything. But he does sometimes, maybe once every 18 months. I think that's fair.
Let's say once every 12 months.
Once every 12 months, he makes a mistake like that. So does Ederson. So does I was going to say Fabian Barthez then. So does Oliver Kahn. So does Gigi Buffon. So does Pepe Reina used to make them for us. The top goalkeepers, the Casillas, name some more. Petr Cech,
Neuer.
Arsenal, Neuer. Every single goalkeeper makes a mistake like that. Not very often at all, but that's what separates the time difference between the mistakes. That's what separates the top from, you know, the middle range, which is your Mignolet's, your Kariuses, etc. Even Jersey Dudek, as much as I loved him.
I agree with you, mate.
But it was Alisson's fault, I think. But if you watch it back, Martinelli pushes Van Dijk into Alisson, which is clever. Again, I don't think it's enough to get a foul, but it's clever from him because he causes the collision, and it's an awful mistake in the end.
When I watched live the game, I saw that mistake from Alisson, and then a few minutes later, Trossard goal, which is, let's say, another mistake from Alisson. I had a little bit of memories from 2018, that final in 26th of May against Real Madrid. I had that feeling. Obviously, I'm not gonna compare the two keepers because it's absolutely disrespectful. Alisson, but you know what? It's happened yet again. They're human. I understand this. We can do this kind of mistakes. Let's do it in one game and let's forget about it. Alisson still the best keeper in the world. It doesn't change our opinion. Doesn't change what we think about him. It doesn't change his quality, his incredible leadership as a keeper, as everything. His quality. How many times he saved us this season? How many points we've got
the
extra?
Season before.
This season we've got probably more than 10 points just thanks to Alisson.
Yeah.
So we can't blame Alisson at all. Yeah, obviously he knows already. Van Dijk, everybody knows that two mistakes cost us the game. This is obvious for everyone, but we're not here to blaming Alisson. He's still the best. And it can happen mistakes like that. Let's move on and let's try to forget that, because I remember in the lockdown season, Alisson had some mistakes, but he lost his that time. So especially against City. So it was understandable. Now, let's forget straight away. Yes, it's happened. Let's forget about that. Let's think positive from the next game. And let's try to forget everything. Because against Arsenal, any single thing happened was wrong.
Yeah, and the referee, I mean, Anthony Taylor, nothing. And I agree with Klopp, nothing went our way. I mean, how Gabriel Magalhaes was not sent off after that foul on Jota and Darwin. And then Darwin got booked.
Yeah. I
saw a stat, 70% of the games that Liverpool lose under Klopp, Anthony Taylor is the referee.
Yes.
And the other ones that we've lost, the referees have been bold.
Yeah. It's funny as a statistic.
No, genuinely, when you see a bold referee about to officiate a Liverpool game, just fear the worst. Because they're insecure about their hair. They can't deal with the pressure. But Anthony Taylor... This is why he was demoted to the Championship. Do you remember his mistake that he made in the Championship when he got sacked from the Prem?
Yes.
It was even worse than anything he's done in the Prem. Go straight back up and...
Why he has this credit?
Why? Because he's part of the old boys club.
I don't understand that.
Pale and stale fucking...
If you do mistakes in your job...
The group, all from Greater Manchester. That's just,
If you do bad mistakes in your job, you're going to get sacked. If I do bad mistakes on my job, I'm going to get sacked. Every single human... When you do bad mistakes, you risk your job. Why the referees, they protect it in that way?
You know what I actually do think, though? There's not a big wave of the next generation of referees because they're seeing how much abuse the Premier League or the Championship or the European refs get. And they think, fuck that. I don't want to get that much abuse from 90,000 people. So, but there must be better. There must be better than Anthony Taylor. So, I mean, there's DR Sports clips, right? They clipped up me and Doyle a million times. Us talking about the ref walking off or just standing up and kicking the ball when a decision goes our way. That's what Anthony Taylor does to me. There is him, David Coote, Paul Tierney, and is it Simon Cooper?
Oh, Simon Cooper against Tottenham.
Yeah.
Oh, disgraceful.
Them 4 referees, and there's more. You know what I mean? Bring back Uriah Rennie. That's what I say. Do you remember him? And also bring in some European refs. But anyway, I'm tired of talking about refs. Let's move on. So, obviously, bro, I haven't seen you since the news. I have not seen you since the Klopp news. We have not had an episode since the Klopp news.
Exactly.
I think we both kind of respected each other's privacy and time during that time because I don't think we spoke for 2 or 3 days.
For a few days, yeah.
We just knew not to. You knew, oh, bro, how you feeling? I knew not to text you saying, oh, bro, how you feeling? Because this is, again, our therapy that we're coming to now. Talk to me.
Oh, it was, I don't know, Alex, one of the saddest moments in the last, 7, 8 years, to be honest. It's just one of these things that you need very long time to take it, to understand what's happened, what's going to happen in the future. And I was working, I was in Anfield, so the manager came to us and say, guys, I don't know if you know that, but just a few minutes ago, Jurgen Klopp says he's going to leave Liverpool end of the season. I took it badly. I can't lie. I took it very badly. I'm not saying that because I want to boo. I had a little cry as well. Seriously, I can't hide it. I felt like, seriously, like someone of my, family just gone, from, I don't know, kind of uncle and stuff like that. It's when I moved to Liverpool, it was 2016. Jurgen Klopp came just a few months before. So all my life in Liverpool, everything is with Jurgen Klopp. So I can't even think about that Jurgen Klopp is going to leave. I still don't understand. Obviously, I respect his choice. And everyone respects his choice. But why? I didn't, sometimes in our life, obviously, we think about one day Klopp is going to leave Liverpool. One day. But this day you're going to see it like it's going to be in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, And it's like, it was horrible. It's horrible. We respect that choice, Paul, mates. We're going to take different direction because what Jurgen Klopp creates to Liverpool, what he done in the last 9 seasons, it's something that no one is going to do it because there is no one even close to Jurgen Klopp to replace him. So we've got good options. Xabi Alonso, De Zerbi, Nagelsmann, Zidane. I'm saying just names, like randomly names. Exactly.
Pep Linders.
He's going to leave as well. He's going to leave as well. So
you never know. So
it's just horrible, Alex.
It is horrible. And when the news came to me, I was just total shocked. Just the word shock doesn't really cover it because for me, it was like someone fucking punched me in the gut. You know when you get winded and you go, oh, and you can't breathe?
I know.
That was me. I had to check a few sources just to make sure, but
it's not a prank.
Yeah. But when I saw the video and the first 10 seconds, them like deep fake AI videos, I thought someone had done that of Klopp. Physically could not believe it. And then it's very similar to the video of when people found out about Shankly in 74.
It was the same day, by the way, on Friday.
No way.
The announcement was the same day.
Yeah. It's just heartbreaking. But again, if we play our cards right, we've probably got about 25 more games of Klopp, maybe. If we do well enough in all the competitions. So obviously we have to drink up every moment, including the losses. That's part of the exit. You have to deal with that. It's not all going to be, roses and nostalgia and Klopp compilations. We are going to have some tough games now as well. But, now the replacement process starts. So you mentioned all those names there. I haven't actually asked you yet. Who is your ideal replacement for Jurgen? Let me just start by saying there isn't one.
No, exactly.
There isn't one, but if you had to pick.
No one is even close to his personality, his character, his incredible human being, and that incredible connection between both, between supporters, between the city and between the players.
Yeah.
He has that incredible quality to connect everyone in the same direction, to try to feel everyone as a family. This is something that just Jurgen Klopp can do, something like that. So no one is going to be like him. Mate, I don't know. I'm honest with you. Like Xabi Alonso obviously is the first option. He knows the heritage of the club. He knows about the mentality. He's been a great player for us. He's a fantastic manager as well, but still no experience.
66, 7 games so far as a manager.
If you're a manager of
Unbeaten
Leverkusen,
this season though.
I know, Alex. I know, brother. But when you're manager of Leverkusen, it's not the same pressure when you get the job of Liverpool. Roberto De Zerbi, he's a great manager. His ways to play, how he play footy is unbelievable. And he's obviously my brother as well, from different mother. It could be.
I don't think I'd want him.
But who else then? Xabi Alonso.
Xabi Alonso.
De Zerbi. That's it. No one else.
Hansi Flick.
No, lads.
What about this? Would you prefer
No.
Pep Linders or Xabi Alonso? Because think, if there's one person that knows about the way Klopp has
Definitely.
played, and don't forget, he came in 2018, the first season we won the Premier League, second season we won the Champions League, or the other way around.
No, he came before Klopp. He was here before Klopp. Pep
What
Linders.
year?
Pep Linders was in Liverpool 2014. He came.
But then he went away. And
he
then
went
came
away
back, didn't he?
and came back, but no,
He went away, and then Klopp brought him back to Liverpool, I'm sure.
but not in 2018. Before
No?
that, probably. Definitely, is a good option. Pep Linders. He knows he's Klopp's right hand, so obviously he knows everything about the team, about the mentality and stuff like that.
He became, so 2014 to
14.
17,
Okay.
but then 2018 he came back.
And he went for one season, saved 17,
to
18.
NEC, and they're a team in Holland. He was the manager there.
Yes.
NEC.
Okay, I remember. I remember that. I remember.
But
Yes,
what I'm
just for one
saying is,
season.
when he came back, first season we won the Champions League. Second. So what my point is, if you're talking about someone who's got the experience of playing and working with these players, if you're talking about someone who knows the Klopp mentality.
Pep Linders is the perfect man. Yes.
So my question is, would you rather him or Xabi Alonso?
Xabi Alonso is a heavy name because he was a great player. Pep Linders, he never been a Liverpool player, so.
But he knows.
I think at the moment, if you ask me at the
He's
moment,
working
like
there now.
try to speed it out now. I'm gonna go with Pep Linders
Really?
because he knows he has more experience. Even as a second, he wasn't obviously a Liverpool manager, but Klopp's right hand, more experience than Xabi Alonso. You
So,
say 60, 80 games, mate.
Nagelsmann, Flick, De Zerbi. There's talks today about maybe the Sporting Lisbon manager. All of them, including Flick, including the names I just mentioned, you would have Pep Linders.
Xabi Alonso.
And
Pep
let's try
Linders.
and think of us in June now. Whatever happens with Klopp at the end happens. We win some, we lose some, whatever. But let's try and think in June 2024, right? Klopp has just walked out the door. Who do you want to come in?
Roberto De Zerbi.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say Linders.
Yeah.
I think I
If I have to be like just
They
don't
they
think.
lost 4-0 to Luton the other
I
day.
know.
Sometimes his character, I think, is too
He's
volatile
got-
for us.
he's got-
I
he's-
look at him as maybe a Chelsea or a Man United manager.
He's got skills. He's got skills. He needs
Yeah,
experience.
I've got skills. You know what I mean?
No, lad. He's a special manager. Trust me. He's a special manager. He's got a little bit more experience than Xabi Alonso. Still very young manager. The way he plays footy is unreal.
I can't believe you said that.
I
you
know
That
how
was
many
really
players
surprising.
Brighton. Apart of the fact that obviously everyone in Anfield calls me the Zerbi, but I want to leave this fact. So, how many players they lost last season? McAllister, Caicedo, and they played the same way. So, players from the under 21, from the under 20, they came in the team. They didn't spend much
But
money.
with all due respect, that's at Brighton Football Club.
I know.
Brighton and Hove Albion Football Club,
I know.
not Liverpool.
Can you believe the Zerbi with the players we've got? Obviously, not straight away.
What do you think
Not
about
the
his
first
character
season.
and his personality? 'Cause he can be tough, super tough sometimes.
He's tough, but he's a clever man. I watch him in the interview with, I don't know if you know, like they used to do like that. Christian Vieri, Azzani, Cassano, and Venzola, 4 former Italian players, professional players in Serie A. They used to do a podcast. And they invited Zerbi 1 hour to speak about footy and stuff like that. He's a very clever man, very clever man. He knows incredibly about football, about tactic. And he reminds me of the Jurgen Klopp way of playing when he was talking about that. Obviously, it's not Jurgen Klopp. That charisma, that character, that personality, nobody has got that. No one in the world. No one. Paul, I think he's good. He's good to be a Liverpool manager. I think.
Carlo Ancelotti?
No way.
Jose Mourinho?
Lads, I'm gonna leave the podcast. Don't mention that name. I'm gonna leave him. He's in short.
So let me just get to the bottom of this before we move on. I'm saying Alonso or / Pep Linders. That's what I say. Let's say you've got 100 poker chips. How many are you putting on Linders, Alonso, De Zerbi?
De Zerbi, Alonso, and
how many chips?
I don't know, lads.
How many percent?
I'm gonna do like 40, 30, 30. 40 De Zerbi, 30 Alonso, and 30.
That's not conclusive enough.
I know it's not. I know.
I'm 50-50 on Linders or Alonso.
I know it's not conclusive. I agree with you, boy.
But do you know what I think might happen? Right, this is a bit of hopium rather than actual reality. But it's obvious that Klopp is going to have a year out, take the Germany team, take them to the 2026 World Cup, right? And let's just say, if the current Liverpool manager at that time is doing badly, Klopp comes back in 2026.
That's a dream, lad, but it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I know.
It's
a lot of moving parts.
He doesn't like to be a manager of all players or former players he doesn't like to come back. He would never come back. He never come back, and he never gets players that he used to coach before. If you notice, we never had Borussia Dortmund or Mainz players from a long time ago. So he doesn't like that. Obviously, it's a dream. If you ask me, would you like that? I'm gonna say yes, of course, yes.
If I could guarantee that now, I would. Yeah.
I'm gonna put
I'd say to the manager, whoever comes in, you've got 2 years.
Do whatever you want.
Do what you want. Not do what you want, but
try to win trophies.
Try to win everything.
No, exactly.
Klopp's coming back, whether you like it or not.
Yes. Now, yes.
Let me just chuck one more name at you. And Ancelotti has just signed a new contract at Madrid. Ange Postecoglou, mate.
No way, lads.
You know it's his dream to manage Liverpool one day.
No way, lads. I know he supports us, but no way, mate.
It's my dream to manage Liverpool one day.
Yeah,
but life's a shit.
It's my dream to play for Liverpool. It's just not realistic. It's as simple as that. No way. No.
Anyway, this Klopp replacement stuff is going to go on for the next 3 months, and I don't think anyone has any idea.
Let's say something about Jurgen Klopp just in 1 minute. I'm going to say something. We've got 4 months to make history, mate. We are in the competition in every single trophy. We're top of the league. We've got every single chance. Let's play for Jurgen Klopp. That's what happened against Arsenal. Let's leave it in the past now. Let's play for Jurgen Klopp. Let's say goodbye to Jurgen Klopp in the best way possible. Win the quadruple. I'm not Ty. I'm Mario. Okay? Let's win the quadruple because we can do it, Alex.
That's what Rory says. You're stealing Rory's line.
We can do it, but Rory says this one since September.
He says it when we've been knocked out of 2 trophies.
I know. Last season as well.
Talk about the under-18s, the under-23s, and then...
No, mate, we can do it. We literally can do it. We can do it. Let's say goodbye to Jurgen Klopp in the best possible way because we can make history. We can achieve history. 4 trophies. We can do it in 4 months. And then when you win everything like that, Jurgen Klopp, it's been a pleasure. Thanks very much. We're gonna love you forever. You are our Bill Shankly. What Bill Shankly was in the 60s, you are exactly the same now for us.
And the 70s. And the
in
50s.
The 70s as well.
And the 50s.
I spoke with some people. They told me when Bill Shankly left in 74, no one expect Bob Paisley to do what he done. He's the most successful Liverpool manager. 9 seasons, 19 major trophies for Liverpool, 6 times the league.
That is just absolutely ridiculous when you actually look. 3 European Cups, 6 leagues, FA Cups, League Cups, UEFA Cups. It's a joke. Was Shankly 59 to 74?
Shankly, 15 years, 59 to 74. But let's mention something very important. They had the boot room.
The boot room. And then Joe Fagan came in.
And Joe Fagan, who was the third one.
Dalglish, and then,
Ronnie Moran was part of the boot room. So he came in. Ruben Bennett as well. He'd never been a manager, but he was part of the boot room. So it's so look, we haven't got that.
What you're saying is there's examples of managers coming in after the legends and doing well. But there's also examples of that not happening, right? You look at when Kenny Dalglish left, Graham Souness came in. Not a disaster, but almost a disaster.
Yeah.
You know,
great player though.
Roy Evans, again, part of the boot room. And then Gerard Houllier kind of takes what he did and makes it a lot better. Rafa, Roy. So there's examples of where the recruitment hasn't been right. Whatever the name is, get it right.
Yes.
Us Liverpool fans will get behind anyone that is the manager. That's just how we do it. But get it right. Listen, take your time. Don't rush. Just make it the right person.
They start in November to take care of that, mate.
Yeah.
Because
So
they knew it from
you've
November.
had a lot of time to deal with this, right? So there's your Klopp replacement chat. We are going to take some questions from you guys very soon in the chat. But Dominic Soboslai, according to a Hungarian outlet, according to them, it said that he would miss 7 to 8 games. We've also heard contradictory reports that maybe say he's not out for that long. Maybe it will be 2 to 4 weeks. Maybe it's even 2. You saw the difference in that midfield when he wasn't playing against Arsenal. Gravenberch, for whatever reason, has shown real glimpses of quality, but I just didn't think he was right to start that game. But Soboslai being out, Salah to come back, it's almost... And Thiago's back.
That's what I wanted to mention. That's what I wanted to mention.
I just realised, Jesus. How many times have we spoken about that man on this show? Thousands. But some injuries are happening, which is slowing our progress a little bit, but a lot are coming back. You saw Robertson. Trent is back. Not the best game, but a lot of people are coming back now. But this does set us back a little step, the Soboslai news.
Obviously, yes. So Soboslai is a quality player. Soboslai he had an incredible impact in the first months. Then his form dropped a little bit down. He got an injury. He's back. He played good games, and then he injured again. Obviously, we're gonna miss him. We're gonna miss every ball. At the moment, mate, we've got full of the midfielders. Everyone available. Probably just Bajcetic. He's not available.
Yeah.
The best news, Alex. We couldn't wait for that moment to see. Again, Bach, number 6, Thiago Alcantara Bach.
He had a shite game, to be honest. He gave it away after 2 minutes.
After 2 minutes,
So
I know.
what you doing. But great to have him back, because as much as Soboslai is now injured, you've got Endo back. My Japanese warrior Endo. I love that guy.
I love Endo.
So I would throw him in to start, and I would go, get on this. Endo, Thiago, McAllister against Burnley. That's what I want to see. Big test, by the way, Burnley on Saturday.
If Thiago is ready to play 90 minutes, I'm going to risk him. I'm going to put him, because that fella, when he's fit...
3 standing ovations. Remember we said
4, we said 4, at least 4.
We'll go with 4.
4,
4 standing ovations until you leave us, bro. That's what
listen, brother, there is another option, which is obviously you're going to like it for sure. At the moment, who is the best Liverpool player in the last month?
Conor Bradley.
You can't take him off. Obviously, he had that. He passed from the best moment in his life to the worst moment in his life in 2 days. Bo, the fella is incredibly talented. The fella is outstanding. Let's give him a let's carry on with Conor Bradley. And I want to see Trent now as a midfielder finally. I know it's a heavy shout. It's a big shout. So
what's your midfield for Saturday?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take
a lot to choose from now.
Exactly. For that reason, Szoboszlai injured. It's hard, obviously, but in the same time, we've got players to replace him. I'm gonna take this risk. Endo, Thiago, and Trent.
Whoa!
Yes,
Trent. I thought, what about McAllister?
Endo, Thiago, Trent. I'm gonna leave.
He was
McAllister
great against Arsenal.
I know. I'm gonna leave McAllister.
Jesus Christ, that is.
I know. It's a little bit insane.
So,
but...
do you think Conor will be ready to play it right back against Burnley?
Mate, yes, I hope he's okay mentally, because you can't drop him down. Obviously, this is not football. This is something else. But this fella in the last 4 or 5 games, he's been phenomenal. You can't drop him down. He needs to play. We love Conor Bradley. I want to see him against Bailey, against Brentford every game. Okay. And put Trent as a midfielder.
As a 6.
Thiago has a 6, so yes.
Endo
has a 6, and mate.
No, I can dream about that. I just don't think Klopp's going to do that. I think he'll do Endo, Thiago, McAllister.
Great option.
But Thiago, mate, just stay injury free, man. Please.
No more
injuries.
4 months, lads.
No more injuries.
Just for 4 months.
Apparently, it was today that Conor Bradley's funeral for his father happened. So again, what is it? What are we on today? Tuesday.
5 days, 4 days.
Such a tough week for him, man. My heart goes out to him and his family. But
I know.
Only 50 as well, his dad.
58.
58. Yeah. In County Tyrone today, that was in Northern Ireland. So, Yeah, if he's ready, you play him at right back.
has
But
to
if
play
he's
for his
not,
dad, bro.
Trent plays there, and I would go with Endo, Thiago, and McAllister. So let us know if you agree with that. We're going to jump into the comments soon, but we also need to talk about Man City. 115 charges. When are these charges going to happen, man?
No way.
Come on, hurry up, because they're
No
taking the
way.
piss again.
No
Phil
way.
Foden with an incredible hat-trick last night against Brentford. After they're 1-0 down, they're coming back, aren't they? De Bruyne, Jesus Christ, that cross for the second goal. Haaland's missing loads of chances, but you know he's going to start firing again soon. Scary, mate.
We knew it that City,
Just class, aren't they?
you know, they will come back stronger than ever because you know City from January, February until May, no one can stop them. Just Liverpool can beat them on 10th of March. We can beat them. We can do it. Yes, mate, we have to be careful. I'm not bothered about Arsenal, mate. I don't care about Arsenal. I don't think they are a kind of the pretenders for the league. With all my respect, they have no experience to do that. They just too much overhyped. The only one team really can give a trouble to us because at the moment everyone is chasing Liverpool. We are top of the league. Everyone are chasing Liverpool. It's Man City, obviously. The game they had yesterday, Phil Foden is just a simply fantastic player. Nothing to say. De Bruyne, I'm not a big fan of Haaland, mate. He's a great goal scorer, but I don't like that kind of players. I like players, they touch the balls, the balls properly. De Bruyne is, Jesus Christ, what's a player. Rodri as well. So, you know, mates, try to do less mistakes possible and try to do the game of the season, the performance of the season on 10th of March, beat them and mentally get that kind of distance. We can do that. We can, in games like this, with that Anfield, with that crowd, we can do that. But try to do less, you know, mistakes possible because City, they're dangerous. As soon as we do mistakes, they're gonna
And they do
take
have a game
advantage
in
of that.
hand, right? They do have a game in hand. And if they win that, they go above us.
They go above us.
And then it's
yes.
us chasing them again.
Yes.
That's why I really could have done with a win at Arsenal, to be honest. And you know what? You go back across the season, there's loads of moments where you think we should have won that game. Tottenham, we should have got a draw at least. Brighton away. You know, it's they're coming. They are smelling blood. They're gathering pace at just the right time. So, listen, they are the biggest threat to us being at the top of the table, which, if I'm really honest with you, isn't going to last because they will win their game in hand.
Who knows, Alex? Who knows?
Well, who knows? They did concede first last night, but it is what it is, man. They are used to this at this point of the year to really step it up. So, yeah, it's looking a bit scary. There was some other news today on, speaking of Man City, some March fixtures finally confirmed. We were waiting on those for a while.
3:45.
Yeah, so it's weird, right?
Very
So
weird time.
we go to Nottingham Forest on Saturday, the 2nd of March. Kickoff scheduled at 3 o'clock. So the 3 o'clock kickoff. The week following City's visit is the second Merseyside derby on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know already.
But
we're
Alex,
drinking some
probably-
of that stuff there on that day. Don't worry about that.
Alex, if you go the next rounds of the FA Cup, the game is going to be postponed.
Yeah, that will be
May.
changed again.
In May.
Yeah, so that's a 2 p.m. kickoff. But then Brighton come on Sunday the 31st. That's 2 o'clock. So to give you the full rundown, it's Forest away, March the 2nd, 3 o'clock. We've got the Europa League last 16, first leg, March the 7th.
Yeah.
Man City, Sunday, March the 10th, 3:45 on a Sunday. It's just,
Very weird time,
I
honestly.
don't get it. Do they think that bringing it forward 45 minutes is going to stop drinking and violence? I don't know. Europa League last 16 home leg is March the 14th, but there's a potential that the Everton game on March the 17th at 2 p.m. will be postponed because of Liverpool's potential involvement in the FA Cup. And then it's Brighton at home on Sunday, the March 31st. Let's jump into the comments. A couple of questions for us for the last 6 minutes to see us out.
Leave your
Loads of comments to get
Go
through.
on.
Let's have a look. See who's in
Get
the
some
chat. Shout out to
questions.
Joey. Shout out to Colin. We can still win the league, says Ezekiel. Of course we can. Shout out to
Who is
Joey.
top of the league? Who is the top of the league at the moment?
I know, but maybe not for long. Shout out to Colin. Do smash that like button. I'm not sure how many we're on. Let me know in the chat how many we're on. but we need more. 140 of you live with us right now. Arsenal equals no European history, says Joey. Ravi, Arsenal fan, saying salty Paul.
Salty Paul.
Guess the DVD for the 3-1 win will be out soon, says Jin.
Jesus Christ.
Big up, fellas. Nico, shout out to Die Hard fan who says Soboslai can't stay fit. I mean, well, that's a bit harsh, I'd say. AGT, you did not conduct yourself in an amicable way after the loss. We got cooked and Arsenal were just better, which is what I said, by the way. You just need to hold the banter that will come your way without being so salty, says Sharkbait. I don't know if you saw all the videos from outside the Emirates, but in each and every one of them said Arsenal deserved to win. So I don't know what you've been watching. Shout out to my guy Thomas from Copenhagen. He says, congrats on reaching 100 episodes. Sending love and strength from Copenhagen. In regards to the game on Sunday, let's bury it. Still in our hands to decide it, unless City win their game in hand. But we do have Burnley 3 o'clock on Saturday. That's going to be interesting. Smash that like button. Hashtag Bosch, says Joey. Shout out to you, my friend.
Bosch Tala.
Big up to man like Joey. He said, when I heard the news, I woke up and I felt like a kick in the nuts. I thought it was a prank, to be honest. Sharkbait again involved, says the league is still in our hands, despite Man City presumably returning to the top after winning their game in hand. If we win all of our remaining games, we can still win the league. Is it possible? Yeah, it is, because we play against Man City, don't we, still?
Exactly.
Klopp out, Potter in.
Who?
Jesus Christ.
Who?
Must be Harry. Yeah, he's getting banned.
Potter.
Sorry, bro. Ban user and delete their
Harry
comments.
Potter, he means.
It must mean.
Oh, Harry Potter.
He must mean Harry Potter, because there's no way.
No,
anyway, I'm not even
Potter
going to
is
mention
rubbish,
it.
lads.
Alonso and Mbappe, he says Michael Rock. Joey R says Alonso. King Arteta says Alonso doesn't want Liverpool. He knows this club is going downhill. You, my friend, have just got yourself a block and delete. AGT, where is Doyle? He needs to hold it. Do you know what? Doyle texted me yesterday saying, lads, I couldn't watch that. Couldn't watch you get cooked like that, lads. Just couldn't watch it.
It was heavy for me as well to watch it, I'm honest with you.
Yeah, and my mum as well. She had to turn it off after 10 minutes, my mum said.
I watched it.
Yeah, did you watch it? Yeah, of course you did, you sausage. Do you know, I got a DM from someone called Liam, said, lads, me ma was watching it. And when Robbie was chatting all that shit, she said, don't let him talk to you like that, AGT. Horrible bastard. I was like, shout out, Mumsy. 7 games in a month versus Arsenal's 3. It's all right, boys, says B Baines. Do you know what? I'm actually buzzing there's no midweek game. I don't know about you. I'm buzzing there's no midweek game this week. It's just a nice, slow week for us to get ready for Saturday.
Again, no any
nice.
midweek games.
Nice for me as well. Not so many late midweek nights. The high line, mate, says Joey.
Well,
Didn't work the other night. The high line.
Oh, okay.
Vicario in the tin, mate. Let's have a look, see what else we got. Thiago will cook for sure, says Miles. Shout out to you, my friend. And Zico in the chat. Evening, lads. Hope okay. Alex, next time Arsenal fans pipe up. 19 years without a league. It's actually 20 now, G. 30 nothing in Europe. Last League Cup was in the 90s. Was it? Last League Cup they won was in the 90s. Jeez. Thiago is going to need rhythm. Shout out to Phoenix. If Bradley is back, Trent Maka Endo, says Ant Dicko.
I told you that, you know.
Thiago Maka Endo, says Mileage. Shout out to you. RIP to Joe Bradley, of course. We have to beat City at home. I do believe that.
Absolutely.
Lauren says we have to beat them at home, no choice.
Absolutely.
If we're going to win the league, you win that game. And we did it last year, so let's do it again this year.
Of
Wait,
course.
did we do it last year?
We beat them 1-0.
1-0.
Mo Salah
Salah,
score.
yeah, of course we did.
Alisson assist.
Of course we did. Could be the last midweek before the end of the season, the derby. True. Mario, thoughts on Cody Gakpo?
Amazing player, honestly. And I think that we haven't seen enough from him so far. He's been to Liverpool.
We will.
In the how long time? It's just one season? One full season?
Yeah.
Because we bought him in January last year. So I think he's gonna do great things for Liverpool in the future. He's a great talent, definitely.
Shout out to DS tuned in for episode 100. Right. Quick score prediction for Saturday. Obviously, we've gone through who we'd like to see playing. Nunes starts for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, has
Yeah.
to for me. Has
Yeah.
to. Score prediction for Saturday. By the way, pains me to say it, but there will be no fan cams from outside Anfield on Saturday.
Oh.
But what we are going to do, me and Mario will go live online straight away after the full time.
How?
I know you're going to be at the game, aren't you?
What?
You're going to be at the game.
I'm gonna be on the game. We can't do any live, lad.
I'm going to go live. I'll go live with Doyle. Get Doyle on. Yeah, we'll go live straight
Still, I
after.
can ask
Straight on full time, by the way.
for any cameramen.
Yeah, still. We're struggling with
Unbelievable.
cameramen because Jack's going to Newcastle.
He's always on holiday, Jack,
Jamie is
innit?
going to Philadelphia tomorrow.
Oh,
So
the cheese, you mean?
nice for some. Yeah, Philadelphia Cheese Factory. Going to the factory.
The
Yeah.
factory cheesy, lad, you know.
Score prediction. Joey says 4-0. We've got 4-1, 5-0, 2-0.
We need to bounce back, obviously, after the bad performance against Arsenal. Burnley, they need to save. They need to save themselves from the relegation. They have to play properly. So, mates, I'm going to go 4-0 for us.
4-0.
Like,
There has to be a
proper
massive
Liverpool win, you know.
response, Yeah, it's got to be a massive response. It's got to be a
Exactly.
win. It's got to be a clean sheet, I'd say, as well.
Exactly.
We obviously beat Burnley once already this season. Fofana looks decent, though, their new striker who is on loan from Chelsea.
Fofana is
Scored
good.
2 on his debut for
Fofana is
Burnley
good.
last week in their 2-2 draw. We've got a 6-2. Shout out man like Joe Price, the guitarist, the amazing guitarist for Maverick Sabre, the band that I was watching the other night. Yeah, big up to you, Joe. 6-2. Why 6-2? That's very
Very strange
specific.
result, lad.
Yeah. Let's go 6-0. 5-0, 4-0 was epic. Shout out to Ant. Funny, these Arsenal fans, all they talk about is their Kinder Egg trophy. So yeah, I'll go 3-0.
Sounds.
I'll take a
Yeah,
3-0.
take that.
Get us back up there, confidence wise. Again, we go. Who have we got next week?
Brentford, lads, away.
Brentford away.
Brentford away.
Ooh, tough place
So-
to go to. Yeah, so we've got to win this one at home for sure. But Mario, thank you for being a crucial part of the Hot Kopics podcast. 100 episodes in.
Thanks to
Thanks
you,
for
hermano.
everything, my bro.
Thanks
It's
to you,
been
brother.
massively appreciated. Thanks to you for watching from wherever you are watching all over the world. We get viewers from all over the place, literally all around the world. So a massive thank you for your support across the last 100 episodes. Here's to the next 100 and the next 100 after that.
Inshallah.
We'll still be here, inshallah. But I hope you've enjoyed it. We've, of course, spoken about the Arsenal reaction, the Klopp replacement, Szobo injuries, plus players coming back, how good City were last night. And, of course, we did a little Q&A at the end and gave you our score predictions for Saturday. So, just on exit, please do us a favour, right? If you're feeling in a good mood, if you feel like the last 53 minutes have been beneficial to you, if you feel like they've helped you come to terms with the news, please press that like button. Make sure you give us as much support as you possibly can, and then subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Shout out to Joey, shout out to Mayleys, shout out to B Baines, and the rest of you. We'll be back next Tuesday for more of the same for episode 101. But until the match preview on Thursday, we'll see you then. Thanks so much. Really appreciate it.
Come on.
Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.
Please, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Kop TV.
The voice
Of
of football's most famous stand.